You know, Robert, your fighter Brandon Rios had self-loss to Manny Pacquiao. He looking at his future. I talked to Bob Arum once. He said maybe a double card featuring him, Alvarado, then a third fight. Then there's people who want the Provodnikov fight. What do you want for Brandon?
You know what? Brandon still, you know, he lost to Pacquiao. Only in the last 10 years, he's probably lost to just to Marquez and Bradley. You know, years ago to Morales. So very few can say they beat Pacquiao.
Yeah.
You know, he's beat everybody. Pacquiao has beat from Hall of Famers like Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto, Ricky Hatton. He's beat great fighters. So with Brandon, honestly, nothing to be ashamed of. We're still very proud with Brandon. He's still my #1 fighter, because he's not just my fighter, but he's like my little brother. And we know, myself and Cameron, that there's still big fights out there for him. You know, like you just mentioned, the third fight with Alvarado would be huge. If he wins that, he's back on top. And then if he fights, the fight that he wants is Provodnikov. If that fight is able to happen, if Bob Arum is able to put that fight together, and if Brandon wins that fight, that would be so huge. He'll be on top of the world again, you know. So nothing to be ashamed, of, by losing to somebody like Pacquiao. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Provodnikov, he looked pretty dangerous stopping Alvarado, and he hurt Tim Bradley in a great effort. I mean, what do you think? What risk does he pose to Brandon, and what gives you confidence that Brandon could pull that win out?
He's a dangerous motherfucker, man. He's a fucking monster. The confidence that I have is what Brandon believes in himself. Brandon's a very good inside fighter. That everybody knows. He's a very, very good inside fighter. So that's something that should help us right there. But not counting that, what Brandon wants, and I know Brandon's so good that if he wants that fight, and that's the fight he's calling for, that's the fight he could win, and that's the fight Brandon will be ready for. Because I know Brandon, and if he's calling for that fight, that's the fight that should happen. That's the fight that Bob Arum should give him, and Brandon will fight like never before, because he wants it so bad.